Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going? It's Coach Alvarez back at you again on this beautiful Saturday morning here. Just going to drop some more mental vitamins in your ear to start off this Saturday here and see if anyone's awake. I'm sure there's plenty of people awake. I'm sure there's still plenty of people sleeping. Mr. Henderson's awake. Good morning, sir. How's it going today? Mr. Lund, what is happening? Glad you can join me today. You guys already have your coffee or having it now. Mr. Dave, how's it going? So check it out, guys. I'm gonna go right into it. Normally I have something out of the book that I've been, reading out of to share with you, but I want to share with everyone something that I've kind of dealt with as a coach and me as a competitor. And just kind of a message that I got the other day from just someone that used to train with us, that trained with me. They're gone in another city, training and doing other things, and going to school. But they just reached out and was they didn't get a grade that they worked really hard for, that they were expecting. And I know that I've had students in the past work really hard for like a competition and didn't get the results, the desired results that they wanted, and myself included. I've had numerous tournaments where I've worked my tail off and, I didn't get the desired results, even though I put in the work that I know I should have put in. It just wasn't my day, but I wanted to just make sure that it's in your ear that loss or that grade or whatever it is that you didn't get doesn't define you. What defines you is how you come back from that. And it's a hard thing to swallow because, you don't feel good. You're not feeling good about yourself, about the loss, about the grade, about whatever failure it is that you had. It's there, it's there and it's eating away at you. But the longer you let it eat away at you and you don't take action to try to fix that and come back from that, either one, you won't come back from that, or two, that'll just be the end result of that. That will be what you will always remember yourself as at that particular time, at that moment, along with other people, because there's other people watching and, there's other people watching what you do. Like during these times where we're down and we're not able to do certain things, certain people disappearing, meaning like they're not being active. They're not being who they usually are. And that's just one thing that I'm really trying to fight against, is just making sure I'm trying to find somehow, some way to do like what I was normally doing. And so that's where these things are coming from. I'm trying to make sure I'm hanging in there in the right way. So one of the advice that I gave in the message to this individual that didn't get the desired grade that they wanted was when they were training with me, they were a champion. They won a lot of tournaments and a lot of high-level tournaments. Like they were an absolute beast, a monster, and they still are. And so my advice was, man, you're a champion. You've always, at least around me, always had the champion mindset. So you need to come back out of that, out of the loss you just took, the L you just took, and be that champion that I know that you are inside, But when we all get knocked down, we all get defeated. Again, it's tough, but you just need someone there that believes in you to help pull you back up, to get you going again, because sometimes just you yourself aren't able to do that. But you got to put things in perspective. Like I know I've won a lot of things in my life, and I know I took some L's in my life for sure. But those wins in competition or whatever else that I took some W, got some W is I carry those over into the losses. Like, okay, yeah, I know this sucks. I know that this is gonna hurt for a little bit. Could be ego wise, it could be my pride, it could be whatever. But I'm not physically, hurt. I'm just hurt because what I wanted, I didn't get. What I worked so hard for, I didn't get. You know, and it's just one of those things where you take the certain parts of your life where you are a winner at, where you are winning at, and you have to come back and apply those to the things where you're losing at to help you pull you back out of where you just lost at, you know, because I've had numerous students. I mean, I can't even count how many students that I've had lose a tournament and never came back from it. Either never came back to jiu-jitsu, like never came back to class after that, okay? Or just never wanted to compete again because they don't like that feeling. It's a feeling. It's a feeling of disappointment. It's a feeling of failure. It's a feeling of, I don't know, you let people down. You know, you let yourself down. What are people going to think about you because you failed, because you got that grade, because you got, you know, you didn't place or you didn't win. And you just got to get rid of that somehow, some way. You got to just say, you know what, that it happened. And what am I going to do about it now? You know, how am I going to handle the L that I just took? And what am I going to do about it? You know, and that's how, at least for me, that's how I handle things. You know, I've competed so much. I'll put it in competition, jiu-jitsu competition perspective. I've fought so much over these last few years, and I have yet, man, I don't want to jinx myself, but it is what it is. I have yet to lose consecutive tournaments. Okay, I don't know. I haven't done that. I would lose it. I would lose a tournament, and I get so upset and mad that I lost for whatever reason. Okay, whether it was myself not executing the way I know I can execute, or my opponent just was better than me that day, and like as soon as the match is done, like I'm on my phone looking for like what tournament is next. You know, going to American Airlines and seeing what flights are available for that next tournament, the next weekend, or whatever the case may be. Because I feel like I just got to get back out there and get it back. I can't get that tournament back that I lost, but I need to get back in the game. I need to get back out there as soon as possible to fix that, try to fix that feeling I had of failure, of loss, and everything else. I want the other feeling of winning back. You know what I mean? Like I want to know I like winning. And no, I want to just make sure it's clear. It's not winning at all costs, meaning like by any means necessary, like you're cheating. I'm meaning like you're putting in the right amount of work, doing the right steps, doing the right thing. Because I don't want to get people get that twisted where like, because people do that, you know. I'm not talking about cheating or cutting corners or, you know, finding a way to just undercut something or someone. I'm talking about going back to the lab, getting back to work, and doing the things that you got to do to get back on your feet. And that's what I would do. You know, I would lose, and then I'd go back and win a tournament, and then get a little streak going. Then I'd lose again. Man, I don't like this feeling. I get back out there. Now, I was putting in the live interview with Coach Bruno the other day. Like, I don't have to compete so much. You know, I had someone tell me before, well, why you compete so much? Like, man, you won so much. Why are you putting yourself back out there in a position to where you could lose and someone can beat you and have that like over you? And I'm like, man, I just like to compete. I like the feeling. But with that good feeling and competing of good wins comes the losses. I know every time I go out there, there's an opportunity for me to lose. And then here comes those feelings again. And so I've been able to manage those losing, failure feelings over time better than like I did years ago. But I'm not saying getting used to losing and accepting losing, but when you lose, you know how to come back from that. You know what it takes to rebound from that. And so if you're a champion, you know, in any area of your life, which everyone is, we're all good at something, then you apply that to the thing that you lost to, that mindset and that killer instinct and that whatever it is that you're just a beast at in one area, and you put that in play with where you lost at, and you just use that to help you get out of that that rut, that losing feeling of failure, so that you can get back to work, get back on the grind, and do the things that you should be doing. So one loss or a grade, or even multiple losses, don't define you. They don't. What does, again, is your actions after that. Will you just roll it all up and call it quits and not come back? That will define you. My memory of certain students, certain individuals, how they gave up after certain things, will be the last memory I have of them. And then I have other students where I've seen them take some L's, and not just competition, but just in other things, and come back and win and put themselves back in play and get back into the game. So it's important that, because we're all going to take L's, man. It's life. Like, that's what I love about jiu-jitsu. Like, every day on the mat, we're taking L's every day on the mat. I mean, not right now, but, when we were training. And it kind of does. It preps you. You see kind of stuff floating around on the internet. Like, jiu-jitsu has prepared you, or should have prepared you for moments like this, like what we're going through. All those times of getting choked out and dominated and smashed, and you keep coming back to class for more. Some people don't. Some people try jiu-jitsu and they'll never come back. They don't like that feeling. But for those that do keep coming back to class after being choked out and armbarred and everything else, you took an L. You lost. It sucks. And then you're back in practice the next day. So, again, the loss doesn't define you. What you do after that defines you. Find your way to pick yourself back up. Read something, listen to something, listen to these. You really don't have a choice, man. You either stay where you're at, okay, in the L column, the loss column, or pick yourself back up and get back in the W column. And for me, that's always been the thing. I just want to live in the W column. I want to win all the time. That doesn't happen all the time, but that's where I want to hang out at. I want to hang out in the winning column. I do not want to hang out in the losing column. I don't. Mindset, mentally, everything. I can't. Like, I don't want to do that. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good place to be. It's a dark place. And, I want to be where the winners are at, So if you're going through some things right now and you lost, you took some L's, put your mindset in the right place, get yourself where you need to be. And not only for yourself, but for your family and anyone else that's around you. Because, again, we're all being watched right now. We're all being looked at on how we're going to handle the situations that we're in. And we're definitely in one now. So if you're still sitting on the couch, you're not making any moves yet, it's supposed to rain later, but right now it's a beautiful morning out. Get up, make some stuff happen. I'm about to take my dogs for a walk. I got a workout to do, and then I got to teach some classes for the kids online and for the adults later. So I'm going to be busy. You get busy too, all right? Loss doesn't define you. You're a champion in other areas. Pull that champion back out of you. Get back in the win column. Get out of the L column, all right? You guys have a great morning. Enjoy the coffee if you got some, and we'll catch you guys next time.